So I just watched the new Will Ferrell comedy You're Cordially Invited, written and directed by Nicholas Stoller. And I was mostly interested in this because I like Will Ferrell, so I'm usually interested in any new movies he makes. I watched the trailer for this and thought, that could be alright, could be decent. So I went ahead and I've actually heard mostly negative things going into this. Not a lot of people seem to really be enjoying this, so I kind of lowered my expectations going in, and now that I watched it, I actually rather enjoyed it. I had a pretty good time with it, I gotta admit. Like, I was consistently laughing pretty hard. Kind of has some of the, like, absurd, over the top comedy that Will Ferrell is kind of known for. And, it does kind of make sense that I would like this, considering this is the same director and co writer of Bros, which is an underrated comedy from 2022. I think more people should watch that. But yeah, I like that movie, so it makes sense I would like this. Will Ferrell and Reese Witherspoon in this movie were both very funny, and I think they also both had some pretty good dramatic moments. I like that Reese Witherspoon in this movie was more playing against type. I thought that was pretty cool. I did care about the relationships in this movie. Like, I cared about Will Ferrell's relationship with his daughter. I cared about Reese Witherspoon's relationship with her family. I thought that was done pretty well. I had a great supporting cast. Like, they were all pretty funny. And I got to give a special shout out to Jimmy Tatro, Leanne Morgan, Rory Scovel, and Jack McBrayer. They were all pretty great in this. And apologies if I butchered anyone's names. There are also some fun cameos in this movie, I gotta admit. If there were any complaints I would have about this movie, is that the bridesmaids and the groom involved in Will Ferrell's daughter's wedding weren't annoying, but they also weren't really that funny either. There is a developing romantic relationship in the second half of this movie that I thought felt pretty tacked on. And the score by Michael Andrews can get a bit annoying at times because they'll just start going hard with this choir that sings in a kind of annoying way, and I was a bit irritated by that at points. But honestly, outside of those problems, I thought this was a funny and goofy comedy that I think Will Ferrell fans will really enjoy. Like, if you're not a Will Ferrell fan, if you're just going into this and you're not a Will Ferrell fan, I'll say don't watch this because you probably won't enjoy it. But if you are a Will Ferrell fan, I would suggest at least giving this a chance. And I'm going to give this movie a B. And be sure to stick around after the credits because there's some fun stuff there. So those are my thoughts on You're Cordially Invited. Be sure to let me know what you thought about the film down in the comments below. Thank you so much for watching. Be sure to subscribe to see more reviews like this in the future. And on that note, I will see you next time. Have a great day.